Good morning, everyone. Let's start with a new background wallpaper, a 3D abstract background wallpaper. And today we'll do, of course, a little different. We'll try to do it a little simply, but the forthcoming process can be little manual, but it's what we call one-shot style. One-shot style means you have to create it thoroughly once for that specific project or for that specific action, and then you can use it properly or perfectly. The model can be done more precisely. Might it can take time, but it is a one strike or a one stroke line kind of work. That's why I name it one shot style. So let's start. So here I'm using Blender 3.0 and I'll be creating my new background, abstract background. So let's start. First of all, I'll set up my scene. So here it is, my scene and my render settings, where I will be doing render properties, but not in EV. I will set my render engine to cycles. My device option will be GPU compute. The sampling in viewport, I need the noise on, and the max sample should be from 100 to 256. Between those, or if extreme case, or you think no, I need very less max samples in viewport and render, then you can go till 50. So here I'm holding it with 100. Then the simplify option helps me while rendering, so I'll just switch it on. And then for performance, I always use styling size 256. That's more enough, and it appears also like, yes, it is rendering instead of a big block gets rendered at once. That doesn't explains me or doesn't appears like for me that whether the rendering is going correct or not. So that's why I keep it tile size small, but not smaller than 256. Depends. Sometimes it varies the duration of rendering. Then color management, I will keep color management between medium low contrast or medium contrast till very high. Generally I keep it very high contrast. Then to afterwards we can do some color corrections. Then to afterwards we can use some color corrections also in any image editing software. So now this is done. Default render resolution is 1920 by 1080, which can be changed later. We will change it. Now let's start with it. First of all, I'll make some model and then I will split my screen for camera and lights and textures. So first of all, I need to create a text. Let's search something like not text, but what if we have an example, something like something uh, what I'm trying to do. I want to create something this kind of effect with my project or a background, some effect. I'm not using this logo or so-called. I'm using the effect, the style of this. When and where we can use it. Let's use the same for NVIDIA. I am using NVIDIA since around 20 years, I guess, yes, because it has helped me for achieving a lot of great resolution or a lot of great artwork graphically, digitally. It's a good component which helps me as an artist to achieve my designs digitally. So obviously everyone knows it's for everything. So let's create this logo in Blender, but I won't be using this color. I won't be using any exact specification. I just need to trace the shape. So let's open it. You can use this. Okay, let's close this. Uh, let's see. So this is the web picture format. So I have to convert it to uh, JPEG or PNG format. So let's change it. Save it again. Okay. So this is the PNG thing. Let's delete this. Solve it. So what I will do, I will use front view and I'll switch on my shortcut options so you guys can read out what kind of key I'm pressing on keyboard to operate my drag and drop. Let's drag. Here it is. Let's position it. Okay. So now what? I will try to set it little perfectly so I can trace it and I can use it properly. So let's start. I will create plane, edit, tab and go to edit mode A, and for select all, whatever can be selected, whatever will be selected inside the edit mode, that I need to merge it at one vertex. So M center, and now this is done. So here it is. So what I will do, I will create this as for a vertex for my artwork. So let's select those, edit, select a vertex G, and start working. So what is the correct style I am seeing for? I need this line to be done. Okay, so first of all I'll create this space, then this side of piece. So select, I'll keep exact gap what I am trying to, I'm working vertically, so make sure I'm doing it correct. So E, let's have wireframe so we can work properly. Then again, so now here I will use snapping. I need these vertex to be snapped in x-axis properly on the level. Okay, now now this one, Control R, create such segments. Let's create 4 segments, I guess. Yes. Let's say region. Many designers do one thing, that sorry, that they give a lot of divisions to get that curve. So no, it's not correct. I won't say it's wrong. It's definitely not, should not do that, but majorly it doesn't need to be to make a lot of subdivisions. If your curve of any 3D object can be managed or can be achieved smooth on subdivision surface by less subdivisions of the model, then it doesn't need any extra vertices or extra subdivisions or edges for to hold that curve smooth, hold that smooth curvature. See, I got this. Let's shift D, X. I don't want to snap it. Let's scale it a little. Then I will snap it. GX. Correct. Now let's handle this. Isn't it a good shortcut? This is good. This we can do easily. Now here I may need a little subdivisions. If after adding subdivision surface doesn't give me that output, that curvature, then only I will use extra subdivisions in between of this structure or this mesh. So I am arranging it. Now why I am doing this manually? That's what the question we had in our mind in while we started. So what was it? That why we should do one shot style kind of modeling or in any project, specifically creating shape or creating text in 3D or using those texts and converting them with the good looks without any help of modifier or any arrangement or any system. Why? Because we, or I think about these manner of work helps me to understand whether I need to do any corrections after I finish, or I found out there are mistakes which I need to correct, but I don't want to create it again. Specifically, no one is ready to do it all along right from the start again. So for that, this is the only technique I always use, and actually I use it every time right away while working. Why such way? Because uh, it helps me to organize, it helps me to understand, it helps me the whole workflow to record in my actions, my own thinking, my thoughts. That if someone points out, or if I myself points out that there is some mistake, then I will be aware at what point that mistake was started. So where till where I can go back, or till which part I can work on uh, to correct it, but I don't need to do it whole model creation again right from zero. So that helps me a lot. So for those stuffs, I think designers should work uh, their own workflow in a proper way, where they can understand that where is my own mistake, where it starts from. So for that I can work on it. So now the second part. Now this part is tricky. I'll do it a little different way. Many people, what they do, they create a curve tool shape, then close that shape, curve shape, and then they extrude and it's done. And they use a modifier bevel or something. But I don't. I need full control with each and every vertex whenever I want, wherever I want. For that, I do this stuff. Yeah, this is manual, but this is in open full control. So now what I will do, I will arrange this part here. So let's select this, Control L to select the existing island, whichever we want to select. So select a vertex, Control L. So it will select the single element, or can say mesh island. So Shift D, come back here. Now one thing, I won't do it before I won't change anything before I do something in this. I will check what kind of polygon facing are. I have a reverse kind of polygon facing. So try select all, Alt N, flip it, and then go back again to switch it off the normals. And now I can work on it. So what I am doing now, I will select, I will position. Yeah, people will say, what is going on? Why is doing this such so manual work? But this manual work, my friends, is the only best level of work on by which if I am questioned why I am doing this such kind of process, why I'm doing this little longer process, it's the way that I can explain the reason how, why, in what way the model is made. You should have a reason. Any artist creates some things, they have some reason to create it. They have some feeling or some thoughts or some research to create it. Why don't should we should, right? So for that, it's necessary that how anyone can achieve this. So now to achieving such kind of output, you also should understand that you should be having good practice in Blender or in any 3D software, but the practice of 3D modeling, polymodeling we say, or uh, I must say polymodeling, polygons, polymodeling. So this is done. Now I need to work extra for this. So what I will do, I will select these. I will say E and I will snap it till here. GX. Yes. And let's switch on. Let's switch off that, and now I will arrange it this way. Now what I am thinking here, E, Z. So I will say Control R, which have twice. Yeah. E, this way. Okay. This one. Yeah. I guess this is correct. Let's arrange a little curve. Okay. I think this is good. Select these. Right click. Relax a little. Okay. Okay. Now no issues. If we lose something, we can go back to the previous file and we can work on it. So now what is here we want to do? Let's select these. Shift D, Shift D again, and X. Sorry, not Shift D, G, Z to move it up. S X or S Z0 to level it up. And then one thing we can do, instead of creating this, we can do the same previous one. I guess yes. Let's select this. Shift D. Click it here. Position it here. Just hold on. Okay. Now So now we will arrange it. Yeah, I can do this also. Rotate 180. This is also can be done. So let's have it here. So here it is. Now you guys were thinking why I always share or show my artwork in form of wallpapers or in form of screen background, because it helps me, or it helps me to think new ideas. It helps me to share my artwork in a presentable way. If someone likes it, they buy it, or they use it in their screens. So it's not wrong, but I think this is a good totem to think and learn and create a habit of creating artwork, but also to present it. So it also helps you to create different types of presentation ways of any of your project. That means, for example, you can say people wants to create some artwork in a for a client, the client which they want to present their product as with as a form of background. So what they will do, of course, they will think of it that how we can create these. Yes, I did something wrong. Save it. Let's make a rest. So here now we will create. We are about to finish this shape. I'm taking time, but at least I'm not going wrong. I can think what should be the next. I can imagine what step should be the next, and also I can understand what will be the possible outcome on which I am creating it. So that's useful. So what I will do, I will select these E, set. Okay, let's save it. Control S and then SZ0 GZ and done. Okay, so now these two E X S X0. Great. Same as I will do here. E Z S Z0 and G Z here. Then let's have a cut one. Yes, this is enough. Yeah, now these, or we can say let's have this also in a way where these edges can be extruded. So SX0. Now we can do switch on this. We can switch on this auto merge vertex. So it will help us to merge it here. So GX and snap, and it is merged. And here it is. See, I'm not creating this NVIDIA. It's enough. It is greatly understood that this is NVIDIA. So press I, set a little inset, then right click and relax for our deliberate safety. If you don't, you can. You don't want to, then it's okay. Then this is done. Okay, it seems correctly. So now what? Let's check the smooth edges. Are they working correctly? So this curve is going good, I guess. Okay, so let's remove it. So before I extrude the shape, what I will do, Control R. I won't be snapping this. Yeah. So Control R, and I'll have a very thin edge here. Okay, but for this better I'll do a later one. First of all, I'll say solidify, then I'll say 0. Let's increase the extrude, I guess 0.2, and then I should apply. Okay, now let's delete these. Now what? I need these to be rotate and ground. Let's have it in a set. Okay, wireframe. I do like to arrange it little precisely, so I always do invest my time on setting the objects or aligning the objects correct and precisely, which I love to. So this is it. Now what? I need to create a plane again, of course. Go to edit, select all, scale, and push it out. That's it. Let's push a little. Yes, this is good. Okay, now let's have it. The naming, ground, and NVIDIA, I guess, right? Yes. And event background, not background, event abstract. Okay, this is one. Now I will create camera. So now I can split my screen vertical here. Uh, okay, and yeah, for camera I will arrange the collection. Then for lights, but before that I need to arrange my camera. Okay, so what if I arrange it little creative manner? So I will set my camera view on, and then I will do this one. I need this way little off. I need to like to work on off direction. I can check my statistics, what kind of model size and how many objects are there to see, and other stuffs. But what if I say I want to see the view? Okay, so uh, let's see property. There's no property. It's okay, no need, it's already. So this is made. Now what I want to do, I want to arrange it little inside, and then rest I want to do some uh, what we call, say, let's have this a little here, and then one more camera I think I need. So let's name this 01, and another one, shift D, enter, control A, sorry, control 0 to select that, change the name of camera, change the location of rotation of camera. Okay, so now here what I'm doing it, I will set it in a way where it should appear a little like 35. Now if I go with zoom, see, I can see this. So let's do this 24 and then go. Yeah, this is good. It also shows the depth on this. A little fisheye kind, not exactly fisheye, but little fisheye look, not completely different. It's still perspective. This one I will be using such. So let's switch off this camera view, and here I can do some depth of field, but I don't think it's needed. So let's give a finishing point. After that, we will play with it. So what I will do, I will create a cut, control R, click, control R, click, and control R, click again, control R, click. Okay, why I did this? I need this edges for my level where I need this to be showing as a glow. So here, control B, let's put some bevel in it, and this is enough. Okay, now what? I need a little inside extrude, that is Alt E, extrude face along normal. I'll see what depth I can use. So I will use a little depth, very less. But before that, control spacebar to maximize the view, and I will arrange all of my designs, all of my vertices, because this is not correct. So when we create, we need a perfect alignment. So yes, we need exactly the alignment. Little they go off. So we have to understand we should arrange this. Majorly people leave this. That's wrong, I think. Sorry. That's it. Great. Rest, I think it's okay. Yeah, this one. I guess this what I'm doing. This is the way I work. I like it because at least it helps me. Take a minute where I'm going. It's not scaling. Oh yes, I'm not at Z axis. It's wrong. Sorry. Yes, this is fine. A little. Okay. So this is done. Now again, each part I need to create a little. So let's have one thing I forgot, that I made it little too inside extrude. So I have to arrange it. Alt S with Shift Z. Okay. So it will travel in such manner. It will push it little out by normal direction. Then of course I have to do it again a little. Sorry, but I think this is the way. Okay. So I think this is gone wrong. So what I will do, nothing. I'll see what I will do. Select this edge, this edge, this edge, and I guess this edge. Same as for all. Why? Because I think this we did little wrong. So I need to correct it. So what I will do, I'll correct it. So X dissolve edge. See, we did give any harm to our model. So let's have it here. Or say Control R, click, Control R, click again. Same as for others. Uh, yes, some people can say that I did it purposely because to make you understand that why I am working in a such short one shot style concept. This is the reason. If we go wrong, we went wrong in our process, then it helps us to achieve it properly. So now I will push it here. Control B. Let's have this. Okay. Now what? Alt E along with normal. I need a very little insight. Okay. So this is done correctly. Yes. So what I will do, I'll select the edge, deselect the edge by control. I need these edges. Okay. I need the further above edges with my shift selection. I should understand how and where the vertex or edges are which I want to select. And let's have these selection 2. Let's have these selection 2. And what do you think about these corners? How we will handle this? So let's deal this first, then those selections. So what we will do, we'll select this corners. Okay, here I need to deal a corner properly. So what would be the reason how we can deal with it? So first of all, control, or you can say connect. Okay, same as connect. So now here what we can do, anyone? No, we can do something else here. Uh, let's remove the edges first. Okay, not too much. Let's have a single edge removed. And here too, same as control R, control R. So the vertex can be connected here. See, I got the loop. Okay, this is good. This way I can also connect a loop here by K, click, click, enter. So this is solved here. It's okay. We can handle this. These are corners we can handle. These also can be handled. Okay, only was the issue of these. So let's select these edges. We'll keep it here. We can take this. So why I am doing this, I need to create a bevel. So I'm creating it manually this way. Now what I need a corner to be followed here. So how it is possible? See. Now what we can do here? Yeah, no issue. We can remove this. Okay, we can remove this and handle the vertex. Connect. Okay, so edge again will remove. Okay, now we need to arrange it. So let's come back here. So now from here I need a curve which gives me this loop. Okay, and also a cut. So select these, just G, control R from here, control R from here. Let's have it little. Okay, connect it, then connect it. Let's say Alt Z. Also connect these. Connect this, then here I want this to be looped properly. I don't think it will go correct. So we'll hope that works. Okay, another text. Select these. Okay, now this goes too far, and I need a flat division. I need a curve division. Here I cannot go here. So let's have a system properly. Let's remove it. Move the vertex. Okay, we got the flow. We need this flow to be followed here. Okay, now this is almost straight, so let's have a balance, that 1 2, and here this we don't need, so 1 2 3 4 something. So what can be done? See, I did something wrong. Okay, X. Okay, okay, so now here I need this to be settled. What if I say F, and we did? Okay, the reason is this is not correct. But what if I say I will select these edge and this edge to be well properly, and a connect here? What is exactly going on? So let's try. See, we are experimenting. We have to see what exactly is going on. So better do it manually. Let's select this E. I will arrange it here. Okay, and then again. We did wrong again. Let's see. Okay, again I'll say extrude, and then here. Okay, so then this. Okay, now what? Now I can just F. Yeah, we did it. We did it. So here it is, the way. So what now? Now for the button, do I need these to be relaxed once I click? Relaxed. Okay, it's okay here. If you feel there is a pinch, you can adjust this in a way where you don't need to. Yes, I guess this is good. Now what? I need to hold the string to be used as my polygon to copy. below. Okay, here. So let's remove this. Delete. Okay, now select it. Okay, now Shift D, Z. Okay, flip normal, and let's position as much as part we can. So DZ, but much part is arranged, I guess. So we got it. Now all sorted. Yes. So now let's do the supporting edges. Here what I need here Control R. I will I don't want one thing I don't want now. Snap and auto merge, Control R. Let's set it this way where it comes here. Then okay, Control R. Same, try to get these same exact. Hold on. Hello. Okay. So we should keep an eye where this should be approximately equal, this side and this side. So we need to understand also that whenever we add subdivision surface, it should hold this corner a little smooth but not so much rounded. That's why we did this. So let's level it. I guess it should be approx, but it should be correct, not completely wasted. So here I need this, and here I think from here twice. So let's have this first. Control R. Okay, Control R again. Fine. Now for this, Control R again. So if you see this line is following here. Okay. So what we can do? So what we can do now? We need to do something, right? So first of all, let's have this. Okay. And also have this. Okay, these are done, but the issue is this side and this side. It is like okay, fine. Let's have this also. You should see here it's correct or not. Have this. Okay, this is done. This is done. Only need to handle these. So let's have a creative way. First of all, let's handle this. I need this part to be adjust this way. And see, no harm. Now for this, okay, so let's have Control R, click and Control R. Here we can go. Here I need a little curve, and here P. So this is the logic. So we did this. Now let's have these issues solved. Of course, I'm doing little tedious work, but I think I think it's worth it, because you can see I don't need to go back again to check or to correct, right? So why not we practice? Why not a designer should practice, a 3D designer, such kind of process? Because I can experience, I can remember my own experience that while I was learning these, I spent 15 hours just to understand that why this I have to always make again if I made some mistake, isn't it? The problem now, here I need something, Control R. This is going somewhere else. So how to handle it? Let's click escape. Let's have a little curve here, and let's have this curve here. Okay, let's have this segments little in the good flow, but these part will go. Okay, sorry, we did already, so we doesn't need to use it. So done. Yes, we did already, so no problem. So the issue is here. Control R. Okay, let's leave it. Let's handle it this way. Okay, I guess this is fine. Let's have this. Control R. This is good. We did here, here, here. This has been solved. This is remain. Same as here, 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 and here too. So this is solved now. This to here. Okay, here. Same. So friends, this is the way I do model. Yeah, okay, I do some tedious work. I take time, but I've proven it. I've proven it that I doesn't need to work on this again. At least not for the, at least not for the reason of correction. That, oh, I made a mistake and then again I'll go back and I'll correct it. No. So now just have to refine these. I guess no need of, but then too. Let's have it. Okay. So if we say we did this, but we need to work on these to select. No, don't use vertex mode to select a loop. Use these. Okay. Now all edges I will select it together, because I need all edges to be in a same bevel. Yes, I will do this time a bevel. For the edges only what I want. Okay, I guess this is it. I'll zoom it because I also don't want much bevel. So Control B, then do this. Scroll once to get one edge in between. And you see it seems little stretchy. So let's check. Nothing, but let's right click. No right click selected. Control A, scale. Control A, transform. That's it. Now also for a location. Now we'll go back. Control B. This is fine. Done. Okay. Here we got something weird. So let's remove it. We have to solve it. So how we will solve it? Of course, by G, Z, and at the level. Okay, I guess fine. So again, I have to select to see how many times I did selection, but I don't need to lose my work and create again. Also to understand which line I want to select, which edge, it's an habit in this mess. So it should be your habit, not problem. Now it's fine. Perfect. So now, yeah, let's have subdivision surface on. Place it. This is good. Let's arrange it little down somewhere. Yeah. Now why I did this, it will be on the texture. So first of all, I'll put a light. First of all, I'll say display mode, blender file, materials. I'll remove this default materials, come back to layer, view layer. Then I'll create light, shift A, light. Let's have point light this time. Okay, here, keep this one wireframe, push it somewhere else and set it to 1500 or 15,000. I always work with a big amount, don't worry. So let's try this. Yes, now what? I need it to adjust to make it soft. I guess little more, around 350. Okay, shift A. Sorry, shift T, but I think we don't need it. But if you want, you put it here, put it little up, make it. I guess this is enough. Now I'll make a texture, a very matte texture I want to create, that is black matte. Okay, now zoom it. I'll create a RGB node, shift A, search, type it and click on the option what you want, and then the node will get created. Let's click it here. Let's give it dark matte, remove, I guess, specular. Then this one should be same, so I'll keep it same. Why I didn't do this now? Why it's not seeing it? It's not possible to see. So go here, select, Control plus, go to add, assign, create, say green emission. Okay, remove this principal BSDF, shift A, search emission. Yes, pick it, RGB curve, RGB node. connect. Let's go with find these and say 50. Save it 150. Enter. Tab. Okay. Same as for all I need. So what I'm doing, I have to select search, Control plus, go here, select green emission, assign. Here we are. Okay. So now what? Now a little light arrangement. I need it. I will increase this to 50 or 100. Okay. And let's see the light to lights correction. Then let's check the camera. Awesome. Hope you like it. This is the great one. So let's render it in 4K. Okay, guys. Also, while rendering, I need to show that I need to update you about that. I do sell wallpapers. I will soon about to create my collections for sale. So I do sell this wallpapers for different sizes, different size of screens. I am collecting those dimensions and all. So on that, you can DM me on Instagram or YouTube for to buy these wallpapers in a good, reliable price. And if you guys want to buy it with Blender file, I will soon be uploading it to Blender Market for 3D abstract background product. So now let's render it, and also I will, if someone willing to buy the my wallpaper artwork for their NFT or something, I do sell them also, but via PayPal and email and ArtStation or such platform like ArtStation or Instagram, but directly I don't mint, and not yet at least. And for those I will be selling them not in 4K, but I will sell them also with 8K. Same. So that's it. Now let's render it. So I'll set the camera size to 4K, and let's save it. Let's set the render image size by this way so I can see and I can understand why I did this way, why I scrolled it, zoomed out, and I made the frame small, because when I render, I can see properly the status of the rendering. So let's render, and here it is. It's getting rendered and it's very fast. So hopefully it will get easily completed. So if you like my artwork, you follow my Instagram handle, ArtStation, Rebel, Behance, LinkedIn, and also in LinkedIn I use my personal name Jisutar, and rest of the place I use tri-vima creator, YouTube also tri-vima creators. So do follow, subscribe, share others, those who are linked to dance and artworks, and I will keep doing such tutorials for you. If you have any doubts, comments, share with me. Share below the comment section of video, or I mean YouTube tutorial, and then uh, DM me if you want to learn personally. I also teach online. So here is our render, and it's in 51 seconds. Okay, so let's save this first. So this will be 11 3D abstract 4K background. Okay, you can say something else. Okay, now next camera, let's render it. I'm very glad that also you guys. Okay, here is the mistake. See, we found the mistake. No issue. Let's switch off this. Let's go back. Okay, let it finish. Okay, so here we had an issue. Here we had an issue. So let's solve it. What was the issue? Let's see. Okay, first thing, we had an issue with this. So select these, right click, relax. We got it. Then we need a segment here and a segment here, same as okay. I guess done. So I need these to be leveled up. So how this is possible? Switch this off for a while. Let's have this in PZ, PZ, and GZ. I don't have issue in solving the below, but not needed. Let's check this. See, we have a issue of pinch. So what we will do, select these, only these parts, right click and relax. Keep relaxing. Let's try. See, here we solve it. Done. Okay. So now coming back to render again. So of course we have to render it. So camera 1, again we have to render. So Control S and render. Okay, it's it. Then the camera 2. See, we didn't done anything repeat. I mean, I didn't model it again. I just completed the incomplete model. If I found out that uh, though I found out that my work is complete, that I have to give supporting edges to those. So as I found out, I changed it and I did it. So here is the output. See, now this time, how much it took? 48 seconds. Okay, now next one. Let this be rendered. So this is what happens when you think of uh, rush work, that right away I do this straight away. I'll finish it and I'll start selling or start submitting. I'll be uh, awarded. If you are able to do fast modeling in one day, that means you need at least 5 years of only modeling experience. I'm giving an average or some sort of logical option, not saying that you should do. Sometimes some people need less time to get that such kind of experience. Some people need more time. I took approximately 3 years to 5 years to understand the speed of modeling or to need of model or loops of it or edges and vertex handling. So it's necessary. So this one's next. So what I will do, let's give a name just 02. This one is for 49 minutes 9 seconds. So thank you and see you on next tutorial. That's it. Take care and do like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep learning. Stay always at art. Bye for now. See you on next tutorial.